Hello everyone, and welcome to the radio show. I am your host, Ichino Ani, and I am so happy to be here with you today. Today is May 7, 2026, and it is a beautiful Thursday. Gather around everyone, because we have a truly fascinating topic to discuss today. It is like a little science class right here on the radio, just for you. Are you ready to learn something new and exciting about artificial intelligence? Today we are diving deep into a trending article straight from the Human-Computer Interaction Archive. The title of the paper is Stayin Aligned Over Time Towards Longitudinal Human LLM Alignment via Contextual Reflection and Privacy-Preserving Behavioral Data. A curl for this paper is hats://carxif.org/abs/2605.04029b1. That is quite a long and complicated title, right? But do not worry at all. I will explain it all to you simple, just like an elementary school teacher would. So what is the big problem this research paper is trying to solve? Well, let us think about how we usually train our artificial intelligence, like the large language models we use every day. Right now, most of these models use a method called reinforcement learning for human feedback. This basically means that when the AI gives you an answer, you immediately click a thumbs up or a thumbs down button to evaluate the response right at that very moment of generation. But, think about real life for a second. Many of the important decisions we make using AI actually take time to unfold completely. For example, if the AI helps you plan a complex trip, you do not really know if the plan was good until you actually go on the trip. Your preference might change entirely after you experience the real-world consequences of that advice. The big problem is that current evaluation methods only capture the immediate, surface-level reaction. This can actually lead the AI to focus on looking smart and polite in the short term, rather than actually being helpful and accurate in the long run. Psychology tells us that human judgments are not perfectly stable across time. Immediate judgments rely on simple cues like how smooth, the fluent the text sounds. However, reflective judgments, which happen later, incorporate real-world outcomes and deeper considerations. To fix this massive gap, the researchers created a very cool browser-based system called Byte. Instead of just asking for your feedback once and forgetting about you, Byte checks in with you later on. It combines immediate feedback with follow-up questions that are triggered by your actual real-world actions. Plus, it safely tracks your browsing behavior by completely protecting your personal privacy. Let us compare this with older, more traditional technologies. Traditional alignment systems just give you a static survey right after the chat window closes. We have absolutely no idea what you do after you leave the page. Byte, on the other hand, acts like a caring, attentive teacher who follows up with you to make sure you are doing well. It works as a Chrome extension in the background of your computer. It waits until it detects a relevant downstream action, like receiving a confirmation email in your inbox. Then, it asks if this is a huge fundamental shift from a single moment evaluation to a longitudinal, time-based measurement. Now, let us talk about how this amazing concept could be applied in our everyday lives. I will give you 3 specific, detailed examples based on the content of this wonderful paper. First, let us imagine you are planning a big summer vacation for your family. You ask the AI for affordable travel destinations, and it suggests a beautiful sunny city. You think it sounds absolutely great, so you immediately give the AI a very high rating for being so helpful. And a few days later, you go to browse booking websites and reserve your hotel, and you realize the flights are super expensive and the hotels are fully booked. With this new longitudinal technology, the system notices your booking confirmation email and asks for your feedback again. You can then update your rating, teaching the AI to consider hidden travel costs and actual availability the next time it gives advice. Second, think about using AI from your homework or computer coding projects. You ask the AI to complex piece of software code for a university class. At first glance, the code looks incredibly clean, well-written, and logically sound. You give it a thumbs up because it looks perfectly correct on the screen. However, when you actually try to compile and run code later that evening, it gives you a massive system error. No system using Byte methodology would prompt you for feedback after you actually try to execute the code. This delayed reflection helps the AI learn that looking correct is simply not enough. It actually has to function properly in practice. Third, let us look at cooking and daily recipe recommendations. You ask the AI for a healthy, quick dinner recipe, and it gives you a detailed list of ingredients and steps. The recipe rates perfectly, and you rate it highly while standing in the grocery store buying the vegetables. But when you actually cook the meal and serve it to your family, it tastes absolutely terrible and the instructions were confusing. The system could trigger a follow-up question after a few hours, asking how the meal actually turned out. By capturing this delay, outcome-based feedback, the AI learns to suggest recipes that are not just theoretically healthy, but also genuinely delicious and easy to prepare. These examples show just how critically important it is to measure human alignment over time. The researchers actually tested this bite system with real people during a 2-week deployment study. They captured 182 natural conversations across various everyday domains like homework, shopping, and travel. They found that users frequently changed their minds about the accuracy and relevance of the AI responses after acting on them. Interestingly, they discovered that user trust actually trended to increase after real-world validation. About 80% of the trust revisions were upward, which is a very positive sign. This means that when the AI advice actually works in the real world, people trust it much more deeply. On the flip side, if the advice proved bad, users downwardly revised their scores for accuracy and clarity. The researchers also heavily emphasized the importance of contextual integrity and user privacy. This means they do not just steal all of your browsing history behind your back. Instead, they use a progressive consent model that keeps you completely informed. They only ask to share your browsing data for a very specific time window, and only when it is directly relevant to the follow-up event. This puts the user in complete, total control of their own privacy. It is a very respectful and ethical way to handle sensitive data. Do you not agree? By explicitly linking AI interactions to later user behavior, we can train models that truly care about our long-term success and happiness. We are moving away from an AI that just wants a quick thumbs up for a polite answer. Instead, we are actively building AI that wants to be a reliable, long-term partner in our daily lives. Well, class, that is all the time we have for our radio show today. I really hope you find this lesson on human-computer interaction as exciting and thought-provoking as I did. Thank you so much for gathering around and listening to Ichino Ani. Have a wonderful, beautiful Thursday, and keep asking great questions about the world around you. Goodbye, everyone, and see you next time.